Hi guys, this is Brendan Murphy, and this is my final project for CSCIE 56 web application development with Groovy and Grails. So what you're seeing here is the application I've created for my final project. It's a 2017 New England Patriots season outlook. And what I've done is created a table here on this landing page. And this landing page will look like this for any user, whether or not that user is authenticated or not authenticated. And it's a table just showing different data points in the form of a season class of all the different opponents the Patriots will be playing this season, who's home, who's away, where the game's taking place, and what the record is versus that opposing team in the last 10 matchups. And I've also got another page here, which is the roster for the 2017 season. And again, I haven't had a chance to add in every single player here, but I've got about 10 guys, and I've got their first name, their last name, the position they played, the university, their jersey number, and I have some unique values like the value of the contract if they are signed to a contract, whether or not they're going to be a free agent this year, when they will be a free agent, how many games they've played, how many total games they've missed, and how many average games they play in a 16-game season. So when you saw me clicking on these, I've added in a little bit of my own JavaScript here to make the column headers clickable and sortable. And that's basically site-wide. So anytime you click on the top of a column header, you see that everything sorts out in ascending order. And I added a hover class there so that the user will know that that's a clickable link and they can sort that data. So I've also got another page here where I take a look at all the different stadiums the Patriots will be playing this year. And I've included bootstrap modals with a little interesting fact about each of the stadiums. And these are all sortable using that same JavaScript file I'm using on the other three screens. One interesting thing is to sort by capacity, and it's surprising to learn we're actually playing a game in Mexico this season against the Raiders, and the capacity of that stadium is 87,500. It's crazy. And there's your interesting fact about Estadio Azteca. So let's try logging in. As an authenticated user, Tom Brady, who's the greatest of all time, for example, he now has the ability. You see some things that weren't on this screen before. He can actually edit the roster or add players to the roster. So let's edit a player. So we're going to edit the offensive lineman Chris Barker. We could add any different values we want in here, or we could even just delete this whole player. And when you delete them, you'll be prompted with the "Are you sure?" before you go ahead. So we're going to delete him. And now you see Chris Barker is gone. Sadly, we're going to need to keep him on the roster next year if we want to win. So yeah, that's the roster page, the schedule. And one thing I want to touch on is I've created this last column here, which is a win probability. And I struggled with this. It was a little crazy to make. I'm basically taking the two teams that are playing, in this case the Chiefs and the Patriots, and I'm looking at the last 10 times they played and who's won more. And I put that logic, that business logic, out into a service I'm calling the Win Calculator service. And I found this code online and I've modified it. It's not working exactly right, but I like it. I felt kind of smart creating it. It basically determines the probable winner of the game using a randomly generated number, and then that randomly generated number has a higher likelihood of falling into the condition of the team with the greater winning record versus that opponent. And that's what sets the winner for the game, the probable winner. So, like I said, I'm not totally happy with the outcome here because the Patriots should be 16-0 if this were accurate. So that's how we know it's not working exactly accurate. Anyway, so this is my project. I had a lot of fun making it, and I love learning more about the Patriots. One thing we're going to worry about this year is Tom Brady is going to be 40 in the upcoming season, so that's something you're going to watch for. Luckily, we have two backup quarterbacks. I'll be looking to add them into the roster here. Jacoby Brissett and Jimmy Garoppolo. So this is my final project, 2017 New England Patriots season outlook. Go Pats. See you guys.